Oh, thank God it's Friday. It's Friday, May 15th, 2026. I'm Patrick, disabled investor. Welcome back to the channel. If you'd like to know why I'm down over 9,200 bucks today, stick around. I'll show you the pain, my pain, and share with you what I did about it. Hopefully to avoid feeling such a shock in the future. But also just preparing my portfolio for future growth. I made some structural changes to the portfolio today, so I'm going to go through the biggest things that had the impact on my portfolio, and then what changes I made, and finally the grand finale of where I'm at today with that $9,200 loss today. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start, the biggest drag on my portfolio today were the leaps that I have for NVIDIA, the shares of Quantum Emotion that I have, and my shares of XEQT. Followed by the rest of it. You can see it was a pretty negative day all around. There were some positive spots on the portfolio though, namely with Apple and the leap that I have for Apple and the leap that I bought for Rocket Lab today. I'll get into what I did, and leap for AST Space Mobile. For some reason that's coming up blurry. There we go. That should be better. So you can, I'll just describe that. Yeah, Apple, the $250 call I have for Apple was up today. The $100 call that I just bought today for Rocket Lab added some money to the portfolio, as did the $100 call that $65 call that I have for AST Space Mobile. That was up as well. And as I mentioned, I made a bunch of changes to my portfolio today. A lot, actually. I'll just kind of outline what I did, and I'll bring up the spreadsheet so you can see more closely what I made changes of. So this is today's portfolio update, and it's been updated in the Google Sheets, so you can see it yourself on your own time at home. But basically, I sold off my 100 shares of Alphabet, my 100 shares of Intel, and my 100 shares of Rocket Lab. I was able to buy back the covered calls that I'd sold for them at a reasonable price, so I made a little bit of money on that. But I was doing some research, and I found that I'm just not experiencing the growth that I had with the leaps as I was with holding the shares. So I did some research and found that what they call capital efficiency may not be as good with just holding shares as opposed to holding the leaps. So I replaced shares with leaps for those three, and I'm planning on doing the same with AST Space Mobile. But I still have covered call outstanding for AST Space Mobile, so I wasn't able to do that today. What I did do though was I ended up with a bunch of cash, plus the leaps that I bought, and I socked $15,000 into this Global X C-Bill, which is a Treasury bill ETF. So I've got $20,000 in cash waiting now. That's about 10% of my portfolio weight. I also bought a bunch more XEQT, which is the global all equity, well diversified ETF. So I have now a total of 1,792 shares of that. That should start compounding on its own because it's in an automatic drip. What else? I bought leaps for Intel, for Alphabet, and for Rocket Lab. I also bought a Leap for Microsoft at $400, expiring in January 2028. So that's already in the money, as they say. Hopefully, it stays there. I'm deep enough that I should be able to withstand some rough waters, but a lot less money is at risk now than what was before. I don't have a full $54,000 tied up in Alphabet stock right now. My Alphabet Leap is, let's see if we can find it here. It's on the list. Goog. I've tied up $113,000 instead of 54,000. So that works out to be a little bit more capital efficient, as they say. And as long as things go my way in the long run, this Leap should be profitable. So that's the long and the short of what I did to my portfolio today. We'll see if it was a wise move or not. The AI chatbot Gemini reviewed it with me and suggested that mathematically it makes more sense, but there is a ticking clock now that wasn't there before with owning shares. So I don't know. Was it a mistake that I made today? I don't know, but after doing that research and reading up on leaps, I'm convinced that this may be a more efficient use of my money, and more of my money is now in the broadly diversified ETF than was before, so I'm not fully beholden to just the performance of just one stock. So I'm a little more comfortable with that. So we'll see how it goes. But I do have some cash now on the sideline that is there in case another day like today happens. And today's downdraft had to do with inflation fears and the bond sell-off. So if more of this shit hits the fan, as they say, I should be okay. As far as the progress to the $1 million go, today was definitely a setback. From yesterday's 218,000. Today I'm at 209, $209,000. So that's a decline in the RDSP of $9,200 and change, almost $9,300, which means that I'm now just shy of 21% of my $1 million goal. But with these leaps, it should accelerate the pace and make it possible to get there sooner. Plus, the compounding effect of the ETF should help. And let's take a look at the grand finale. So, as I said, I made a bunch of trades. You can see the results in the spreadsheet, which is linked in the description. And at the end of the day, my portfolio is down since yesterday or this morning. This says $9,000. So we'll go with their numbers. But since yesterday, $9,200, $9,300. That is a decline of 4%, 4.09%, which is a hell of a lot worse than I would have done had I strictly invested in the indexes, which is why I'm feeling more confident about investing more in strictly in the indexes in the broadly diversified ETF. It should reduce the bleeding of red days like this. But we'll see what happens. The nice thing about this is it's fairly forgiving. I can always change course and buy back into the stocks that I sold. Can always happen. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. So anyways, it was a decline of $9,000 today, which left me with $212,738. Far cry from the $221,000 I had at the end of yesterday, but I was kind of expecting the floor to drop out. it seemed it was too good to be true that that we'd end the week on a high note. Something was bound to happen. So here it is. Anyways, it was a pretty good day otherwise. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a great week. And I will talk to you again on Monday if I don't talk to you sooner. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Not financial advice. I'm sharing my personal journey.